You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
With Tony Cox, and he's going to be telling us all about this year's Sheppey Darts Classic. Tony, as always, it's great to have you along with us.
Nice to be back again, Daniel. Thank you very much for having us.
Now, I was wondering if you could start us off by telling us what is the Sheppey Darts Classic and how did it all start?
Started way back in 2002 when I was working with John Fraser and we had Lionel Sams and his wife down to do an exhibition. After we'd done the exhibition, Caroline decided then that we ought to be doing a large tournament. We said we'd like to have a go, but we didn't think that we could raise the money because they needed £7,000 to get the PDC ranking points at that time. If you didn't get that, you couldn't have the points. So anyway, we did get it. We raised it in the end with her help. She'd done a lot of work, and that was the very first one.
So talking about that, how do you actually manage to fund the event, Tony?
Well, cut a long story short, we raised the money through local sponsorship, and this is the 11th year, so we've managed to keep going pretty well, although we've lost a lot of sponsors due to the situation in the world at the moment, money, but we've gained quite a few as well, and it does get more difficult each year to raise the prize fund, and we always need new sponsors.
Tony, can you let us know when the event is and what is the format for both days?
Well, this year it's been held on Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th of May. A little bit earlier than we normally hold it, but that's mainly because we usually clash with another big PDC tournament, and this time we're hoping to get a lot of the players down. On Saturday we hold a youth competition, ladies singles and a pairs competition. On the Sunday that's the main open singles event.
If a darts player locally wants to enter, how can they do that, Tony?
Well, although there is room, you can enter on the day, but it's better to pre-enter as it's cheaper and it helps us to start the competitions on time, which is really important because you don't like things running on too late. Entry forms can be downloaded from our new webpage, which is www.sheppeydarts.co.uk, or telephone me, Tony Cox, on 01795 87 5263, and I'm sure we'll mention those details later.
Oh yeah, we definitely will, Tony. We are joined with Tony Cox and we're talking all about this year's Sheppey Darts Classic right here at BRFM on the Monday Night Community Show. So Tony, if you enter as a player, are there any prizes?
Oh yes, on the Saturday all competitions are money in and money out, although the youth and ladies competitions entries, they never cover a reasonable prize fund, so we always have to add money to these. But on Sunday the main singles competition has a £2,000 for the winner, and that's sponsored by Merlin's Entertainment Complex. That's, by the way, is where we hold the competitions. Then we have £1,000 for the runner-up, two £500 for the losing semi-finalists, and so on downwards to the last 8 losers. There's also a prize for the furthest lady player and also the furthest Sheppey player. And last year we added BDO ranking points to the winner's prize, so he gets to play in BDO events.
So, Tony, how big is the event and how far afield do players actually come from?
Well, this is the biggest event in the south of England and we're trying to keep it that way. With over 500 dart players attending over the weekend, they come from all parts of the country, including Wales, Scotland and Ireland, although of course many have come from Kent, Sussex, Surrey and Essex.
But who did actually win the competition last year, Tony?
Oh, last year it was won by Shane Burgess from Hastings. Many of you have seen Shane because Shane's often been on television and they called him the goldfish on television due to his mouth movements, like he was feeding. But Shane's a great guy and a deserving winner.
So, Tony, if someone at home is listening and would like to play darts, are there any local clubs they can join?
There's many pubs and clubs all over Sheppey where people can go to. Just walk in on a Thursday night when the darts are on, or a Monday if you want to play, or even Tuesday for the ladies, and Mondays are mixed pairs. So you're all welcome to any of those. If not, if you're not sure, just email me on atcox@aol.com, and I'll put you in touch with a good team that you can play with.
Tony, I was just wondering, are there any other competitions that our listeners might be interested in?
Yes, there's a few around, and some for those who like to travel a little bit further. They can all be found on our website, which was built by another sponsor, Steve Gunn. But the Sittingbourne Open is on the 4th and 5th of May. That's quite local. And I'm running a competition at the Circus Tavern on the 30th of March at Purfleet, where most of the top players have been on stage. Now's your chance to get on stage if you can win through. All entry forms and details can be downloaded from www.sheppeydarts.co.uk, or you can email me, atcox@aol.com, or even telephone me if you wish on 01795 875263. So let's make this the best classic that we've run so far.
Tony, as always, it's great to have you along with us. Thank you very much for coming and telling us all about this year's Darts Classic.
Thank you very much, Daniel.